Hey, what's up everyone? It's Dolbeck. We all know that there's some dude who walk with suit and try to teach us the way of God or something, but we can see in the Bible it's not the way to speak about it. Let me pull some stuff. Do not judge according to appearance, but do judge with the righteous judgment. Alright, let's start. Charm, like Proverb 31:30. Charm is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman who fear the Lord, she shall be praised. All right? So let me explain about like what I think about this one. So every morning before going to church, there's like that stress between Christians. They just fight each other to try to be beautiful, and then they bring their kid to church just to be conform to the norm. But what God say, it's come in front of him into a humble way. He wants us to be humble. And like if you believe in God, you're not supposed to think that your appearance gonna have a effect on how God see you. Trying to be beautiful in front of God is like hiding your sin. So Peter 3:4, your adornment must not be merely external, braiding the hair, wearing gold jewelry, or putting on dresses, but let it be hidden person of the earth with the imperishable quality of a gentle, quiet spirit, which is precious into the sight of God. So the the suit is like used to be lawyer. It's someone that try to make money. Most of the time, people wear suits or sharks. So you don't want to wear a suit in church and just trying to be beautiful. There's a other verse that say that do not put other people into the temptation and trying to be beautiful and have a nice butt and shit like that. Gonna just make people look at your butt and shit like that, and you're gonna say they are weak. They look at me because they are weak. It's their fault. But you are a part of the problem. If you try to be beautiful too much, you are part of it. Like you have the right to be yourself. Like if you're a lawyer and all you have is suit, I kind of don't believe it because you're a lawyer and you have enough money to buy other type of clothing. But if you work every day in an office and you come into the church with your office clothing, I'ma understand because it's your office clothing, it's your everyday clothing, so you come in front of God humble. But if you come teaching in front of the church, trying to be beautiful and shit, it just negate everything that the Christians say in the Bible. Like, seriously, I think right now, this is one of the worst things that the Christians do because if you want to help homeless people, they're gonna come in front of you and they're gonna feel bad because they have bad clothing. They know you eat good that morning and they have nothing to eat. You're just gonna remember them all the fake shit, and then you even put some suit on your kids and shit, and they you play with their hair to make sure they all look beautiful. I think this is like abomination, and the Bible often speak about the perfume and shit like that, but the way they speak about clothing and hair, it's most of the time always negative. If you put too much time on it, it's really wrong. And yeah, so Samuel 16:7. But the Lord said to Samuel, do not look at his appearance or at the height of his stature, because I have rejected him. For God see not as a man see. For man look at the outward appearance, but Lord look at the heart. So this is just like it simplify what I just say. You you just like play with your hair during a moment. You're wasting your time, like 45 minutes of your day, and all your family day and you fight each other just to do what? To make the people exclude of the group? Like, if you want everyone to be included in the group, you need to not come with social norm, because the social norm is what kick out the people out of the group. And I know some people gonna hate that, but I don't care, because love and hate, it's a part of relationship, and I'm not against hate, I'm not against love. I All I care is God, and I seriously, you have the right to think what you want. I don't care. This is a video for Christian, mostly because I think the people who are not Christian, like, will care. Like, just put whatever you want. But someone would want to follow the way of God, it's clear as water that you are not supposed to try too hard on your style. And let me pull out more about this subject. In Proverb 31:30, charm is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman who fears the Lord shall be praised. Your beauty should not come from outward adornment, such as elaborate hairstyle and the wearing of gold jewelry or fine clothes. Rather, it should be that of your inner self, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is of a great worth in God's sight. So you see, the Bible is against everything like the Christian try to look during when they do cult. Most of the time, the Christian gonna just wear those outfits that are like used to be lawyer, or just like trying to be as much beautiful as they can, with the woman stressing everyone in the house. So let's take an example that the church is supposed to last like what, 3 to 5 hour. I'd say 4, just to make it that depend on which church you go. So let's say that your church is 4 hour, and then you take like what, 45 minutes to 1 hour and a half to prepare yourself and the kids. So it's now 5, 6 hour, and then when you're done with the church, you have to put back your normal clothes. So you put another 30 minutes just to put back yourself on the norm, and then you go. Listen, a lot of time the Christian after the cult, they go into restaurant all together and they look like rich dude with all their hair and shit. It's like you go see those people who are working into a fast food. They are full of grease and they don't feel good about their appearance. And you see all those Christians coming like, we are so cool, man. Look at us. It just negates so hard the act of just trying to love God. So seriously, the Bible is so much against that I have a hard time to believe that the people are still doing it. And um, I've gone into a lot of church in my city, and every people who was teaching in the front, I was waiting the end, and I was going to ask him, hey, please tell me why you suit like that. And he was telling me because my wife was asking me to do it. And every one of them in my city say the same thing. Why are you suiting beautiful? Why do you put beautiful clothes? Because my wife asked me to. Guess what? Into the garden, Adam and Eve, the snake tempted the woman and the woman tempted the dude. And it's the same thing with the clothing. The woman gonna tempt the dude. You see, most of the men don't care that much about their appearance. All we want is have live the life to its fullest. And I feel like wasting that much time into your appearance is really bad. And it put more emphasis, like if you put 45 minutes to study the Bible, you're gonna do more what God do, or just thinking about your life. You're gonna do more what God do than if you're trying to have nice clothing and you stress everyone in your house to do it. And then your children gonna hate to go to church only because you make them suffer, and then your church gonna have hard time to keep going. Your kid gonna have hard time to keep going to the church when they're gonna be older because they don't want to keep up those standards. They are hard to keep those standards, and yeah, it's way too high. It just make no sense. And then the homeless, man, they're just gonna feel bad. It create a big wall between you and them. And this is everywhere. Seriously, you can see it everywhere, and it's pretty hard with the social norm to not bring them into the church, but the people still do it, and this is so wrong. Seriously, I think like the Christian need to pass the message like to everyone because we need to be a place where we can accept each other and we can accept everyone. And uh, like I say in the Bible, they speak about the perfume and shit like that. Tell the people to try to not smell too bad. I totally understand that the homeless in the street gonna have hard time to not smell good. And if the Christian are against a bad smell, man, seriously, just kick them out of the church. Like, what's the most important at that moment? It's the homeless who need help. It's not those dudes who think they are better than all the other people and have a fake beautiful life, because we all know that life is hard and you cannot fake it. And yeah, so you're gonna see all the social norm that they put into the street, people gonna bring it into the church. And yeah, so they're gonna even try to push themselves. Oh, you want to be in the stage on the front? You need to have nice clothing. Hey, your clothing is not good enough to be on the front and teach the other people. I think this is straight up uh, the evil that come in the church, and it comes subtle and then go harder and harder, and at some point it just creates some real problem and kick out some people in the church just to keep the people who are wealthy. And remember that the people who have a certain wealth is those that gonna bring the money to the people who teach in the front. So the people who teach in the front gonna have they're always gonna try to bring those rich inside the church more than the poor because they want their pay. They want to pay at the end of the week, and they want it to be higher and higher. Like the people who gain experience into real work. So instead of trying in real life to make money, they're gonna just try to bring more rich people into their church, and I think this is very wrong. So uh, we can see many church with no bicycle rack. The church is made to for everyone who have a car, but if you have no car, you have no place to put your bicycle. Bro, if you want to get the homeless in your church, you need to have a bike rack. If I go to a church and I don't see a bike rack, it's almost like an offense. And listen, imagine uh, like your father give flour to your mother. She put the flour on the table and she's proud of it. You know that the flour gonna die after a moment because you know flour in a pot just survives during a moment. And then if you go and you take off some shit of the flour when you just pass, at the end after a while, yeah, you're gonna like even if it's only one thing, you're gonna feel bad because you destroy the flour of your mother. And it's the same with driving your car in the world. Like you can keep driving your car and shit, but someone who really try to love God theoretically gonna take care of what God created. And if you're there every day driving a car and showing to your kid that it's normal to drive a car, you're probably a part of the problem. And this is sad and this is rough. Some people are gonna hate me for that. And maybe I'm wrong. So if you think I'm wrong, please say it in the comment section. And I would be happy to just learn about it. And yeah, man, let's have a good debate. And I like having debate. I'm not a hater or anything. And I know my English is bad. I learned my English gaming in the past, and I know I've said some stuff like shit without even realizing it, but I try really hard to make my English better, and I lack vocabulary, so yeah. Please excuse me, everyone. Have a good day. Peace out.